If you're a man past 60 and you've noticed your erections aren't what they used to be, your nights feel restless, and your energy just doesn't stick around, there's a good chance it's not just stress or aging. More often than not, it's because you're missing one key nutrient your body is craving every night, one that fuels your blood vessels, nerves, hormones, and yes, your manhood. I'm Dr. Sophia Jain. And for over 2 decades, I've worked with men to help them reclaim strength, confidence, and performance they thought was gone for good. And let me tell you, most of these men weren't broken. They were simply running on an empty tank at the very time their body needed fuel the most. Here's the truth. When you're asleep, your body isn't just lying there. It's repairing blood vessels, balancing hormones, rebuilding muscle fibers, and resetting your nervous system. But that work can only happen if the right building blocks are available. Without them, you wake up drained, sluggish, and flat in more ways than one. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you the 7 essential nutrients that can transform your nights, plus 2 truths most men never hear about why they struggle. You'll learn exactly what changes to expect after 7, 14, and 30 nights, and how one small nightly change could restore energy, deepen sleep, and bring back the firm, reliable erections you remember. Let's start with the one that's often hiding in plain sight. This is not about taking it in the morning like most people do. It's about giving it to your body at the exact time when it can turn it into real results. Nutrient 1, vitamin D3, the nighttime hormone trigger. I think about a patient named Robert, age 68. He came in looking healthy by most standards, no major heart issues, no diabetes, but he was worn out. His nights were shallow, mornings dull, and intimacy had faded from his life. He told me, "Dr. Jain, I just don't feel like myself anymore." After testing, I discovered he was chronically low in vitamin D3. Now, people usually link D3 to sunlight or take it with breakfast, but here's what decades of practice have taught me. Timing changes everything. When you take vitamin D3 right before bed, you're syncing it with your body's natural repair cycle. Vitamin D3 helps regulate melatonin, the hormone that guides you into deep restorative sleep, but it also stimulates testosterone production while you're sleeping, when your body is already in rebuild mode. Without enough D3, those repair systems slow to a crawl. This isn't just about hormones either. Vitamin D3 strengthens the lining of your blood vessels, enabling them to release nitric oxide, the signal that allows your arteries to open wide and fill the penis with blood. Without it, circulation falters and erections weaken. Robert began taking a proper dose of vitamin D3 right before bed. Nothing exotic, just the right form, the right time. By the end of week 1, his sleep deepened. 2 weeks in, his mornings were sharper, and by week 3, he walked into my office smiling. "Doc, I woke up with the firmness I haven't felt in over a year." That's the impact of giving your body one crucial nutrient when it's ready to use it. Not magic, just smart timing. Nutrient 2, vitamin B6, the drive and calm balancer. Now, boosting testosterone is great, but if your mind is restless and your drive has faded, you need another ally. That's where vitamin B6 comes in. I recall Harold, 71, a retired Navy man, still sharp, still disciplined, but he told me he felt flat. Not depressed, just dim, he said. His sleep was broken, and by midday his energy was gone. His desire for intimacy had quietly faded over the years. Here's the thing. By the time many men reach their 60s, the brain and body often fall out of sync. You're exhausted, yet your thoughts keep spinning. You want intimacy, but the signal doesn't reach your body. Vitamin B6 helps reconnect that signal. At night, B6 supports the production of dopamine, which fuels drive, and GABA, which calms the mind so you can actually drift into deep sleep. This rare combination, energy plus calm, creates the perfect environment for recovery. When Harold began taking vitamin B6 about half an hour before bed, he noticed fewer nighttime wake-ups within the first week. By week 2, his mood was brighter, and by week 3, he surprised himself by feeling real desire for his wife again and having the physical ability to follow through. That's the beauty of working with your body's natural rhythm instead of against it. Nutrient 3. Magnesium Glycinate, the erection relaxer. If desire is back, but blood flow is still limited, magnesium glycinate might be the missing link. Some men think it's all about testosterone, but strong erections also require physical relaxation, the opening of blood vessels and smooth muscle tissue. Without that, blood simply can't get where it needs to go. Ken, a retired firefighter, came to me frustrated. "I still want my wife, but I can't stay hard," he said. His testosterone was decent, but he was extremely low in magnesium. Magnesium glycinate is my preferred form because it crosses into the brain, calming the nervous system, lowering nighttime blood pressure, and encouraging nitric oxide release. That's the very signal that triggers erections. Ken started with one small bedtime dose. Within days, his sleep improved. 6 uninterrupted hours for the first time in years. By week 2, he had more morning energy, and by week 3, he surprised himself by feeling real desire for his wife again and having the physical ability to follow through. That's not magic, just smart timing.
Nutrient 4. Vitamin E, the artery shield. When men hear about vitamin E, they usually think skin or antioxidant. But inside your body, vitamin E is like a bodyguard for your blood vessels. Without healthy arteries, there's no path for strong blood flow, no matter how much testosterone you have. I think back to Martin, age 72, who had been eating well, exercising, even meditating, yet he still couldn't maintain a strong erection. His cholesterol wasn't terrible, but his arteries were inflamed. Every night, his blood vessels should have been repairing tiny tears caused by daily stress and oxidation, but they weren't. That's where vitamin E works its quiet magic. Taken before bed, vitamin E reduces oxidative damage to artery walls while you sleep. It keeps LDL cholesterol from sticking to those walls and keeps your endothelial lining, the thin layer inside your vessels, supple and reactive. And here's the kicker. Flexible arteries respond faster when nitric oxide tells them to open. For Martin, 3 weeks of nightly vitamin E brought a dramatic shift. "Doc," he told me, "my wife says I've been walking around with a grin I didn't have for years." That grin was pure confidence, born from healthy, responsive blood flow. Nutrient 5. Zinc, the hormone igniter. If testosterone is the spark that lights the fire of male vitality, zinc is the match. Your testes literally cannot produce healthy testosterone without it. Yet by the time many men reach 60, chronic low-level zinc efficiency is almost guaranteed, thanks to reduced absorption, medications, and processed diets. Take Lewis, 64, a semi-retired carpenter. His energy was up and down, and intimacy had become inconsistent. Blood tests showed his free testosterone was in the low range, not terrible, but enough to make him feel off. When I asked about his diet, it was heavy on bread and light on zinc-rich foods, like oysters, beef, or pumpkin seeds. I had Lewis take a moderate dose of zinc at night, right before bed. Here's why timing matters. Testosterone production surges while you're sleeping. Give your body zinc at that moment, and you're handing it the raw material it needs right when the assembly line is running. Within 10 days, his energy picked up. By 2 weeks, his desire returned. And by 1 month, his testosterone was measurably higher, not from medication, but from restoring a missing building block. Nutrient 6. Vitamin B complex, the signal boost. I often call the B vitamins the switchboard operators of your body. They don't just fuel energy, they carry the signals that tell every cell what to do. When you're deficient, your whole system runs like a phone line with static, weak, unclear, and frustrating. This is what was happening with Earl, 69, who came to me saying, "I'm tired, but I also can't shut my brain off." He'd wake up multiple times a night and felt sluggish during the day. Worse, he had trouble maintaining an erection, even when his desire was there. The B complex works on multiple levels. It helps your body convert food into energy during sleep, supports neurotransmitters like serotonin for calm, and aids in nitric oxide production for blood flow. When Earl started taking his B complex before bed, the change was gradual but powerful. Week 1, deeper sleep. Week 2, steadier morning energy. Week 3, a noticeable boost in stamina during intimacy. By week 4, he told me, I feel like my old self again. Nutrient 7, the magnesium plus B complex combo. Now, I've saved this one for last because for many men, it's the real game changer. Magnesium relaxes your muscles and vessels, while the B complex energizes your cells and brain. Together, they create a night environment where testosterone production, nitric oxide release, and vascular repair happen all at once. I saw this in Joseph, 67, who had tried every supplement under the sun but was still waking up flat and unmotivated. He was already getting enough protein and staying active, but he lacked the nightly repair signal these two nutrients deliver in tandem. Within just 7 nights of taking magnesium glycinate and a B complex together, his sleep transformed. By the second week, his morning erections returned. And by day 30, his wife told him he had the same energy in the bedroom he had at 40. That's the power of aligning the right nutrients with your body's natural nighttime repair clock. The 2 truths most men don't hear. Before I share the exact 7, 14, and 30-night results you can expect, I need to clear up 2 big misconceptions that keep men stuck. First, your body is not shutting down after 60. What's really happening is that nutrient absorption slows, repair processes get weaker, and the supply chain for your hormones and blood flow starts running low. That's not irreversible. It's a logistical problem you can fix. Second, erections are not just about testosterone. They're about the entire system. Blood vessels, nerves, hormones, and the brain's ability to send a strong signal. That's why men who only take testosterone injections often feel let down. It's like buying more gasoline when your engine is clogged. You need the whole system tuned, and that's exactly what these 7 nutrients do.
The 7-night jumpstart. When men began this nightly nutrient routine, the first thing they usually notice within the first week is deeper, more restorative sleep. That's not just a nice bonus. Your body does its most important repair work when you're in slow wave and REM sleep. This is when nitric oxide production ramps up, blood vessels repair microscopic damage, and testosterone begins to rise naturally. I remember Stanley, 66, who said, "Doc, I didn't expect the first change to be in my sleep." By night 5, he was sleeping through the night for the first time in years. On morning 6, he noticed something else. His first spontaneous morning erection in over 8 months. That's how quickly your body can respond when it's finally given the right nighttime support. The 14-night surge. By the 2-week mark, most men report stronger, more frequent morning erections, a steadier mood, and better daytime stamina. This is when your endocrine system, the network of glands that produce hormones, has had enough raw material and rest to start working at a younger rhythm. Mark, 71, told me, "I didn't just feel more desire, I felt like my whole engine was running smoother." His wife noticed he was more playful and confident, which is a sign that these physical changes are translating into mental ones. That's the beauty of restoring male vitality. It's not just about what happens in the bedroom, it's about how you carry yourself the other 23 hours of the day. The 30-night reset. At 1 month, something remarkable happens. The changes stop feeling new and start feeling normal. Blood vessel flexibility is improved, nitric oxide signaling is stronger, and testosterone production is consistently higher at night. Men often tell me they've regained their baseline masculinity, that quiet sense of physical capability that never leaves you once it's back. Samuel, 68, summed it up perfectly. "It's not just that I can perform again, it's that I feel ready for anything. Climbing stairs, picking up my grandkids, even going on last-minute trips with my wife. I've got my spark back." The nightly routine in 3 simple steps. 1. Magnesium glycinate and B complex. Take together about 30 minutes before bed to promote muscle relaxation, deeper sleep, and overnight repair. 2.
vitamin E, and zinc. Take with a small amount of healthy fat, like a spoon of almond butter or a few slices of avocado. This boosts absorption and works directly on vessel health and testosterone. 3. Arginine and L-citrulline. Take last, with water, to trigger nitric oxide production while you sleep. It's that simple. No complicated schedules, no drastic diets, no waiting months to feel a difference. I want you to understand something. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about reclaiming function that your body is still capable of producing. At 60, 70, even 80, you still have the machinery. It's just been running on low fuel for too long. When you restore the nutrients, align them with your natural repair cycle, and give your body the tools it needs at the right time, the results can be nothing short of life-changing. And it's not just about erections. Better sleep, better mood, stronger muscles, sharper thinking. It all comes from the same foundation: healthy circulation, balanced hormones, and well-fed cells. I've seen men who thought their best years were behind them turn everything around in 30 nights. Not with extreme exercise, not with risky drugs, but with a nightly nutrient routine so simple you could follow it for life. And when you do, your body, your confidence, and your relationships all benefit. So if you've been told this is just aging, I'm here to tell you that's not the truth. You have more control than you think. And the best time to start? Tonight.